Good afternoon, Bluebirds. I'm Paige with Ben delivering your announcements.
Can we get like a take 3 sign?
Nah.
Third take on this.
Keep
Happy
going.
birthday to Danica Schulte, Ali Sauer, Addison Green, and Meredith Dadasky. Sorry if I pronounced your name wrong.
This past Monday was our Veterans Day Assembly organized by the Student Council. Let's take a quick look back at this event. Thank you to all the students and veterans who made this day so meaningful.
The canned food drive begins today, like today. Hope you all brought some cans in so we can get off to a strong start.
Hope you did. The 7th grade Hawaiian Luau dance is tomorrow night. Tickets will be sold today and tomorrow at lunch for $5. Get your tickets today.
Remember that Prepare Affair is this Saturday. If you would like to participate, message Mr. Rafferty in Schoology. Meet him in the Library Media Center at 9 a.m. on Saturday.
Here is an entertaining look at some of our teachers' experiences over the years.
As you guys know, your teachers do a lot of work during the school year, but let's look at some of the funny and bright parts of their days. We present to you funny teacher stories.
So one time we had to take microscopes and move them to Mrs. Anderson's room down the hall, and we marked them all with Post-it notes about like which ones did and didn't work. And then when we got them there, we took all the Post-it notes off, and I told the kids, just throw those Post-it notes away. And I'm walking down the hall, and I turn around to see one child completely covered in Post-it notes, and I know that I probably was supposed to have said, no, don't do that, but it was really hysterical.
About a 6th grade student many years ago when I first started teaching early in the career. We were in the lab area, and the student, I dismissed them from the classroom to the lab, and I had them come back and start using some of the tools. And one of the tools they had to use was this vise right here. And this vise, I come back here and I seen a student hanging on the vise. And I'm like, what are you doing? And he said, well, Mr. Roselle, you told us to get started, and I could not get the vise open, so I thought I would take and hang from it and open it. And I didn't know what to say. And then I just started laughing, and I did realize he was a 6th grader, he was very small, did not have the strength to open the jaws of the clamp, and so I couldn't yell at him for hanging on equipment, so I just said, great idea, great engineering, and I'm glad that you figured out a way to get it open. But even at that, the weight of his body, he still couldn't get it open. So I still was laughing. So I opened up for him. So that's my funny story.
It's hard to pick one funny story teaching elementary school, but I'll give you 2 quick ones. Actually, one time I had a student who had their feet through the back of their desk, and she actually got wedged in the seat in the chair and could not get up. So she stood up and had the chair coming out of her body stuck in it, and we had to take her down to the cafeteria, and they had to take some butter and grease and literally put it on her clothes to get her out of the chair. Which is pretty funny. Another time I had this kid's hand got caught in the overhead projector, and they had to take metal cutters and cut around to get his hand out. That was a good one. And another time I was teaching a kid 2nd grade, and she was kind of zoned out of it, and I went in and I said, are you okay? And she was like, ah! And she jammed her pencil into my hand, sticking out of my hand, wobbling back and forth. And I'm like, you just stabbed my hand! So there's 3.
When I first started here, I cropped myself into a family photo of Mr. Lentz and his family. Carter Fleming last year made 200 memes of me, and they're all saved on Schoology. And let's see, at my old school they had a 5K race every year, and they put my face on the t-shirt because I was a runner back then.
So I have a story that's kind of funny, but it could have been a tragedy, I guess. But I had a student in my classroom. I had a box fan plugged into the wall, and he got up to sharpen his pencil, and he tripped over the cord. And that's just part of the bad story, because then what happened was he stripped the cord from the outlet, and so it was kind of a live wire. And he went to go pick up the cord, and I was like, no! And I stopped him, and I grabbed the cord, and then I stood up in front of the class, and I was like, whoa, like that. And everyone laughed, but, and I'm glad that I saved his life, because he is a great kid who always reminds me about the time I took away.
I don't know about you, but I thought those stories were pretty funny. Stay tuned for part 2 tomorrow.
Oh, we're back on?
No, that took forever, but stay tuned for part 2 tomorrow.
Finally back on. For lunch today, we'll be having cheese conies, curly fries, vegetable blend, and the alternate is cheese pizza. For lunch tomorrow, we will be having pulled pork, barbecue sandwiches, macaroni and cheese, steamed broccoli. The alternate is a fiesta stick. Party on a stick. Woohoo. Remember, you can always add fresh fruit or salad to your lunch. Ow, I popped my finger.
Now for today's quote of the day. Today's quote is, "Let borders become sunlight so we can transverse this earth as one nation."
We must all stop separating ourselves into categories of nationalities and political parties. These
Ideologies, keep going.
How do you know that?
I'm smart.
Okay. Separate us and cause us to only communicate and
socialize, and one hold the same beliefs. We have to broaden our scope and accept everyone, even if they are different. Have a great rest of the day, Bluebirds.
There's all the words here.
Yeah, I'm smart.